Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is about one of my favorite topics, and that is shoes. And I always get such a positive response when I talk about shoes, so that makes me think that you love shoes as well. So I'm going to share with you the styles that I will be wearing this spring. I'm going to show you kind of the different categories that I focus on, that I find really versatile and that have a spot in my spring wardrobe. I'll also do a try on so you can see what these look on. And now I just want to say that a lot of these shoes are older styles, so where possible I will definitely link some alternatives. Before we get started with the video, I just want to mention what I'm wearing. So this shirt is actually older from COS, but Massimo Dutti have a really similar one at the moment, which I will link down below. I just love this blue. This is one of my favorite colors to wear. Actually, I consider it a neutral. And then I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of questions about these earrings. So these are new in from Heaven Mayhem. They're a mini knot and two-tone. So they've got the gold and the silver. I just received these this week and I think they're going to be my summer earring. I will link them down below as well. But without going on any further, let's get into the shoes. So I've got three different categories: flats, heels and sneakers, and I am sticking to closed toe shoes for my spring shoes that I'm going to wear. I mentioned in my previous video that spring to me is still a bit chilly, especially in the morning, so I don't really see it as sandal weather or open toe shoe weather unless it's kind of end of spring and it starts getting really warm. So all of the styles I'm going to share with you are closed toe shoe options. So starting with the first style, and that is loafers. Now, loafers are really such a classic shoe. I bring them out every year and they just never fail to make me happy when it comes to a shoe option. And I want to say over the last 5, maybe 6, 7 years, I feel like loafers have really come into their own in terms of how many options are available. So no matter what your style, no matter your preference, you'll get something out there that you love. So the first option that I have to show you is a pair of classic loafers. Now these almost look like a penny loafer. They are a bit more trendy and modern because of the lattice detail, but for the most part the shape is really trendy. Now I want to say that I had a pair of really chunky loafers and I had trouble styling them. They just didn't suit my style. So for a chunkier loafer option, I prefer something like this. They still feel substantial, they still have that masculine style to them, but they are a lot more wearable and I find a lot more flattering on my feet. So this is the first style of loafers. Then the next loafer is these really classic loafers. I'm not sure if they're called an Oxford loafer. I know they're really similar to Gucci's horsebit loafers, but these are just slightly more dainty, if you will, compared to the previous ones I showed you. So if those feel too chunky and masculine, then these are a really good option. And we are actually seeing the Gucci loafers having a revival at the moment. You will be seeing more of them. So if you have Gucci loafers, or if you have loafers similar to these, then good news, they will be coming back in style. But I actually wear these whether they're in style or not. They suit my personal style. What I like to do, because they're just such a classic style of loafer, I like to pair them with something modern, like say a balloon jean or an oversized blazer, just to get that contrast between classic and modern. But these are also one of my favorites. Next up we have ballet flats. Now you probably already know that ballet flats have been really trendy the last few seasons and they are still really big, which I love. I just have always loved a ballet flat. I think it looks really chic, and there's so many different ways that you can style it. So why I also love to have a ballet flat option in my wardrobe in addition to loafers is because ballet flats are just a bit more feminine, and there are those outfits that just calls for a shoe that is slightly more dainty and feminine. So that is where my ballet flats come in. Now These aren't necessarily your traditional ballet flat. These have more of an elongated toe and they have a slight heel. And that is just because I prefer a ballet flat that has a slightly longer toe, elongated like this one, or an almond shape. Because I'm petite, I just find that that looks really flattering as opposed to a ballet flat that's got a really rounded toe. So these are one of my favorite styles, but I will also link some similar options. Everlane have some amazing ballet flats that are apparently really soft and comfortable, so I'll share a picture with you on the screen. But I think a ballet flat in a neutral color will serve you really well for spring. Then we have Mary Jane's, which also started becoming really popular last year. And the only difference really between a ballet flat and a Mary Jane is the fact that the Mary Jane has the strap going across the feet, and you get different shapes of Mary Janes. Some have a heel, some are flat. These ones I got last year from Ayedi, I believe that's how you say it. I'm not sure if they're still available. I know Zara have a really similar pair, which I will link down below. But I just love a lighter colored shoe in spring. So I love this cream color. I find it really useful and I get so much wear out of this. And I just wanted something different than a ballet flat because I have ballet flats in a few neutral colors. So for the ivory or cream, I wanted to go for a Mary Jane. What I look for with Mary Janes is I look for a really thin strap across the feet. Again, because I am petite, I just find that this is more flattering than a really thick strap, which can kind of cut off your leg. But that's the only thing. And I also prefer just a single strap. Some Mary Janes have double or triple straps, so those are the things that I look for with Mary Janes. But you'll be able to get them everywhere this season, and I think they're just such a fun shoe. You can style them with jeans, with skirts, with dresses, so really versatile. Now, all of the flats that I've shown you thus far are classics in my eye, but coincidentally they are really trendy at the moment. But if you don't want to go for a classic style of shoe, then there are a few trendier options you can go for when it comes to flats. Now, in my trends video, I mentioned that ankle straps are going to be really big for this season. And I actually picked up these brown suede ballet flats from Massimo Dutti, and they have an ankle strap. You'll be able to see in the cutaways just how flattering these are on. I'm normally not someone to go for an ankle strap because I just find they're not really flattering, but these actually sit really low on your ankle, and they're kind of a looser strap, so it doesn't look like they are kind of suffocating your ankle or too tight. So I really love these. The straps are also removable, so you can wear them just as a normal ballet flat. But this is one more trendy option that you can go for shoes, flats specifically. Because most of my clothing pieces are quite minimal and classic basics, I like to inject a bit of a trendy or modern element with my accessories, and a nice way to do that is with your shoes. So this is one good option. Then there are two more options, and I actually don't have any of these styles yet. I have my eyes on a few styles which I will share with you the pictures. The first one being pointed flats. I absolutely love the pointed flats that Tim came out with. I think they're really sharp, and a pointed flat is something that is really good when you're wearing wider leg trousers, because they have that point, they have an elongating effect, and they just look really flattering. Even if you're wearing something like a midi skirt or a dress and you don't want to wear a heel, if you want a really flattering elongated silhouette, I would also go for a pointed flat, because although the shoe is flat, it is pointed, so it will just create that lengthening effect. So I will pop pictures on the screen of those. I also saw a pair of pointed flats from Mango that I absolutely love, that I think I'm going to order. And then the next more trendy shoe style that we will be seeing a lot of is slingbacks. Now, slingback heels, slingback flats, but because we're still in the flats category, I'll share with you some of my favorite slingbacks that are flats. I think this style of shoe really screams spring and summer. Great as a workwear shoe option if you want something that is still on the more feminine side as opposed to a loafer, and if you want that summery feel because you've got the open back but it still offers appropriate because the shoe closes the toes. Next up we have heels, and probably the only heel height I'm going to be wearing this season is a kitten heel, which we are seeing everywhere again. It's a really trendy shoe style at the moment. I for one feel that they are so wearable, so versatile, and they go with pretty much every single outfit. So I have these black ones, which is just such a classic pair. They go with everything, as I said, great for daytime, great for going out in the evening as well. They have a really nice kitten heel, so really comfortable. They also have the slingback, which is really trendy. And when it comes to kitten heels that are closed toe, I love to go for a pointed toe because similar to the flats, this will just be the most elongating, and again they go so well with dresses, with skirts. The pointed shape really goes well with all styles of trousers, so that black pair is a really classic one. But I think for summer we tend to want to go for lighter colors. I actually ordered a pair of white kitten heels from Mango, which I will pop on the screen because I just love a white shoe in spring and summer. So you can go for white, you can go for cream or for taupe. So I will link some options in the description box as well. But I think a pair of classic kitten heels will serve you really well. And lastly we have sneakers, which is just the ultimate in casual comfort when it comes to shoes. So I think everyone can benefit from a pair of white sneakers. These have been loved so much. I've worn them so many times and I should probably replace them, but they're just a plain white sneaker. I love the fact that they're streamlined, so they feel really classic and they're flattering on. They don't make your feet look really big and they just go with everything. I love a white sneaker with summer dresses. I feel like they are a sneaker but they're not too sporty, they aren't too flashy, so they're really versatile in styling with dresses and skirts. And those will be the shoes that you will be seeing in a lot of my spring content. I hope this video was helpful. I know when it comes to shoes, it can be a real minefield out there, so hopefully I narrowed it down and gave you a few ideas of categories and styles to have a look at when thinking about adding new shoes to your wardrobe. So let me know in the comments down below which style is your favorite or what you have on your wish list. I always love knowing what people have on their wish lists to buy, and because I'm a shoe lover, I'm always really interested in the shoes. So let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I would love you to join the Styled family. Also go and give me a follow over on Instagram, and I hope you have a really lovely week ahead, and I'll chat again in my next video. Bye.